Well, hey everybody. It's Big Wool. I'm here. I didn't know I was yeah. See,
It finally let me in.
man, you had me nervous there for a second. I was like, oh, doing this all by myself. At least I wasn't beatboxing this time.
You should be. I didn't know that beatboxing was one of your skill sets, but go for it.
It's not. It's not one of my skills at all. It's
Oh,
something that
come
I
on
do
now.
when I get bored. It's honestly what I do when I get bored is make noises with my mouth.
Let's
That
do
didn't
it.
come out
Jam
right.
session. Let's go.
That didn't come out right. Well, it's got to be natural, man. I just can't be like, you know what I mean. Otherwise, it doesn't have a good beat, and then I can lose my black card. So I got to make sure I got to keep.
No.
So so how are you doing today, man?
I don't know. I feel like beatboxing now.
I'll come up with one for you one of these times. I'll be beatboxing, making noises. Just
I'll get down with it, man. Let's do it.
man, if it was one of those things that I could do just on demand, I would be Dougie Fresh um of there. But it's just one of those things where I get bored and I zone out and I just start doing stuff.
But ain't
But
nothing wrong with that.
yep.
That's all good. Well, things are a little out of order because my computer is doing that thing that it occasionally does, and it's going like, "Hey, I don't want to play along with this silliness that you have going on." So that said, thank you, computer. Let's see who all we got in the chat with us. What do you say?
Yeah, let's
Oh, for
go.
anybody who doesn't know, this is a Haven Comics quiz show.
There it is.
We do that on Thursday nights. Apologies for the technical difficulties. But let's see. We got Tots is in the house. I did send you the link, Tots. Theoretically, hopefully it went through my computer. See aforementioned irritations with my computer. Actually checking to see now if that actually went through. If my computer will, it's not wanting
I
to
can
play
go ahead
along.
and send
Hope
it.
you got Tots, because Tots is our prize cam tonight. So it's problematic if you didn't. Can you hit him back with a link?
Yeah, I got you.
Wyatt,
You
you're the
do your
man.
host thing, man.
Let's see. We got Spider Girl for 42, who is like think that Tots is first. I don't know why. We got Drew Hardwick in the house. What's happening, Drew? Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, Drew.
I do have a new computer I need to talk to you about getting set up, Drew.
Sounds like it needs to be sooner rather than later with this one.
It really does, because this is problematic. Spider Girl 40 says, somebody get the gremlins out of here. She's not wrong. Jay Thornton, hello, fellow Havenites.
What
Agreed.
up?
Always good to see you. Jay does some awesome comic book cleaning and pressing and all that jazz. We got Alan Breedlove in the house.
Yes.
He says he's listening to us while heading home.
There we go.
That's either devotion or a death wish. I'm not sure which, because we're so funny. He might, be laughing so hard he might swerve off the road and hit an ice cream truck and then be covered in ice cream bars. Wait,
That wouldn't
have you ever
necessarily.
had? Am I the only one that's ever had dreams like that?
You got me on that one, man. But I'm not gonna say I dreamed of crashing into an ice cream truck and then just being covered in ice cream. But I don't like chocolate ice cream or anything chocolate in the first place, so it's not really as fun for
Like
me.
nothing chocolate at all.
Nothing. Like
So the frosty at Wendy's, you're like, no, thank you.
yes, like I've gone back around because they've given me a chocolate frosty, and I want vanilla, and I don't mess with vanilla or chocolate.
Interesting. I do prefer in my ice cream for there to be a vanilla base and then chocolate things. Chocolate base with chocolate stuff is too much.
Is chocolate too chocolatey for you?
It could be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, speaking of ice cream, have you had Handel's ice cream? And specifically, have you had the blueberry cheesecake chunk ice cream?
I have not. I've had handles, but I have not had the blueberry But I haven't. No, none of that.
Blueberry cheesecake chunk. It is a gift from God. You should try it.
What's your favorite fruit?
My favorite what?
Fruit.
Fruit.
Yes.
Well, that's a prickly subject. I don't really care a lot for fruit.
What?
I like fruits that have been altered, like maraschino cherries.
Okay.
But those are not really fruit anymore. They're just cherry flavored sugar. Uh, Seedless grapes, maybe blueberries, those kind of things I like better. But yeah,
Okay.
peaches, no thank you.
What?
Not doing that. That's nasty.
Oh, okay. All right, Josh.
I'm sure that my medical personnel here, Dr. Kim, is going to tell me I should eat more fruit and vegetables.
Mhm.
And I don't disagree. She's right. I just,
Man, fruit is awesome, man. Like, yeah, no chocolate. Yeah, it's tough. Like they'll be like, "Hey, do you want this?" And I'll be like, "Does it have chocolate in it?" Yeah, then no, thank you. You know, like I'm stuck with like vanilla ice cream, and things like that. Or like if you ever go to like a restaurant, you're always stuck with like the cheesecake, and you're like, "Does it have chocolate on it?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can you take it off?" No. Okay, well then just give me the cup of ice cream, please. It's all bad.
that's harsh, brother.
I know. I had a rough experience when I was little with chocolate, and then after that, I made up in my mind, no more chocolate.
How, I hate to ask this because I feel like it's going to go somewhere we don't want it to go. How do you have a rough experience with chocolate that scars you so much you can't eat chocolate anymore? There were people in Pennsylvania today,
What
I
up?
assume at a Hershey plant, who fell into a ginormous vat of chocolate and had to be rescued. Like, no lie, that happened today. I can see that, like drowning in chocolate, maybe putting you off chocolate. But what kind of experience did you have that said, nope, no chocolate?
So I had some chocolate, and I don't know if it was bad chocolate. I know that I got sick off of having chocolate, and it wasn't even a whole lot of it. You know what I mean? Because if it was a whole lot of it, then after that I could blame myself. But it was like a little bit of chocolate, and then after that, I just remember being sick all the rest of the night, and I was just like, if this is what chocolate does to me, I want no parts of it, sir. And
Well,
so
I wouldn't
I
want any part of that either.
so then after that, now like I remember the smell. So then after that, I'll be like, that smells like chocolate. I don't want any of it. No, thank you.
See,
I always
I like cilantro either.
Mhm.
And as Drew pointed out, it does. It tastes like soap. It's like somebody put soap shaving in my taco. I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah. Every
I
time
hate
somebody asks
cilantro.
me, every time somebody asks me if I want chocolate, I think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where Walker was like, "Good day to you, sir." I said, "Good day," and so that's how I feel about
I said
chocolate.
good day.
I said, "Good day, sir."
Well, I tell you what, if it ever comes down to it, and you're just like stuck with some chocolate, I'll take that off your hands, brother.
I mean, that's what I did with that. Remember for free comic book day, I brought a whole bunch of candy, and most of it,
Yes, you did.
there was some chocolate in there, and I was like, I'm so happy to get this out of my house.
Oh no, I was happy to have it. That was good stuff. Um, I remember I was trying to just explain this to somebody earlier today. Like, my favorite things for dessert are beans, right? Or the products of beans. I
Okay,
like
all right,
chocolate, which comes from cocoa beans, and I like vanilla, which comes from vanilla beans. It's
okay.
fantastic. Love it. Can't beat it.
I thought you were talking
Somebody's
like,
going to pop on and tell me that that's not actually true.
yeah. I was gonna when you just said beans, man. I was a little worried. Yeah,
Baked beans for dessert and
You're
breakfast.
like, yes, beans. No, no, I'm good on that one.
Ooh, yeah. Mike Wasowski pointed out, or Tots pointed out, rather, red bean paste mochi. Yep.
You got it. Yeah.
Mike Weslowski would take that chocolate bullet for you too.
Man, I appreciate it. Like I like literally, my brother was younger, and like for thanks like more for Halloween and stuff like that, I would just trade everybody away my chocolate, because you can't really be like, hey, I don't really want your chocolate when you're trick or treating. You know what I mean? You're like,
But all
so
the
you got
other
to,
kids would be happy to trade you that
yeah.
for all of the Starbursts
Oh,
and the
that was
Skittles.
my man. That was my jump off. I was Starburst and Skittles, give them to me, but chocolate, like a Hershey Kiss. I hurt a girl's feelings because I was like, I don't want your Hershey Kiss. No offense. Well, I didn't say no offense at the time, but I hurt her feelings because she was like, she doesn't want my chocolate, and I was
Not
like,
only
it's
do I
chocolate.
like you, I don't like your chocolate.
So yeah,
That's awesome. Well, speaking of things that we like, how about we introduce our guest for this week?
let's go.
We have an awesome guest this week, the one, the only Mr. James Lawler. How you doing, James?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
So we know whose team you're on. What are your feelings on chocolate?
Oh, chocolate's awesome. I can eat chocolate every day. Sorry, Wyatt.
I'm by myself. This has been my life, but
Now you know how Jeremy feels with the Goonies.
oh no, I'm with you. I'm with Jeremy on the Goonies as well.
Except
So,
you actually have a good reason for not liking chocolate.
no, I'm with him on the Goonies too. So
Wait, what?
yep, I said it. I said it. Um, it's because I had to watch it so many times. Like, whenever it rained, and that was a movie that they played every single time, and I'm just sick of it.
Well,
It
it's
was
not that it's a bad movie. You're just tired of it.
25 minutes.
Yeah. Yes. So we're gonna smoke some pterodactyl wings. So yesterday we had a conversation about Jurassic Park. We wanted to talk about what your favorite dinosaur was, um, and then we talked about how delicious or what it would taste like to have dinosaur. And we said, hey, we definitely would have to try the pterodactyl wings, smoked over some applewood. Huh? Yeah.
Well, a pterodactyl wing would probably feed everybody for a while.
Listen, we eat big or we go home around here, so we're getting both of them.
It sounds
Fair
true.
enough. So yeah, James, what's your favorite dinosaur?
See, this is a
This is
problem.
going to tell us a lot about you.
Dinosaur kid. So I don't really have a favorite dinosaur. I know that's.
Well, make one up.
You don't make.
That's the best one.
Which one?
We made it. Go ahead.
Joshosaurus. Don't you know about
Those
this
are
one?
exceedingly rare.
Did you know that they recently found a dinosaur that had like I think it was like a 60-foot wingspan,
I saw
and
that.
they called it the Dragon of Death. I just
Yep.
didn't want to run into him. Not at all.
That sounds pretty cool.
He probably wouldn't notice you. Like, you wouldn't even be an appetizer to something that big, right?
I don't know. I'm pretty tasty, man.
Well, I'm sure, but I mean, he would be like, not worth my time. It's like some people, myself included, feel about wings, right? It's a lot of work for very little meat.
That's true.
It's like
Wings are
all this work, all this mess for very little meat. A dinosaur with a 60-foot wingspan would probably look at you and go, not worth my time. I'm going to need 14 more just to feel like I even had a bite of something.
That's true.
So, James.
Like sprinkles on the ice cream.
He just grabs a few and
we're the humans in the sprinkles at the same time.
That's hilarious. I like that. So James, this is a nerd quiz show, and I don't think you wandered in here accidentally. So, what kind of nerd are you? Let folks know. Introduce them to the nerd, the geek that is James.
Ooh, I am a nerd about many things. Not just choral music, which is how I know Josh. But also, let's see, fantasy books, Lord of the Rings, anime, video games, occasionally a little Magic the Gathering, stuff like that. Oh, D&D, tabletop gaming. Behind me, you can see my lovely collection of tabletop gaming books that I like to buy and then not have time to play.
Oh man.
Ah, yes. I have a couple shelves of those.
I gotta play with you guys soon.
That does seem to be part of the hobby.
Yeah, you playing or just grabbing the books?
Hey, look who we got in this. Ryan Williams.
What's going on?
Good to see you.
Josh, I feel like I should warn you that I'm not great at trivia.
That works
But
great.
that's
for the
okay
thing.
because the way the game works, the worse you are, the more opportunities the folks in the chat have.
Perfect.
So they'll root for you, but if you don't do well, they're not going to cry.
They're gonna be like, "Oh man, no! I get to take home these prizes." No.
Right? I guess I have to take the prizes home.
No, I get to.
Does it work like wait, don't tell me? If I win, do I get your voice on my answering machine?
I mean, I
never thought about that, but
I didn't think about it either.
See, that's what kind of nerd I am. I'm the weird nerd.
Oh, you'll fit right in then, bro.
I'm weird by nerd standards.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So I got it. In
Wyatt
honor
usually
of
comes on.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. That's what I was about to say, Wyatt.
In honor of Jeremy not being here, I thought of an odd question. So would you rather
excellent.
walk in the dark for 30 minutes with an abundance of Legos just chilling out there, or have a 30-minute brain freeze?
There are no good options there.
Not at all.
I think I'd have to go with the Legos.
Okay.
Because you can at least figure out when you're going to put your foot down and be ready for the Legos. Brain freeze just doesn't stop.
You could also shuffle your feet.
Yes.
Just shuffle those feet.
Pick up all the Legos and build a Lego castle in the dark.
It's pitch black. You can't see anything. You just have to go through it. Just
you have to build the Lego castle that Helen Keller would have built.
well, I wasn't going to say it was too soon, but it is okay.
Well, we went straight there, didn't we?
Oh gosh.
I know we've talked about it before, but there used to be between Birmingham and the Tennessee line on I-65. There used to be a billboard telling people to come to Tuscumbia, the place of Helen Keller. Come see what she couldn't.
No.
I remember that billboard.
Yes, that used to be on a billboard.
Oh,
that was a choice that someone made.
It was. It was a choice that someone made. It was wrong, but that's what they did.
Someone had a full tuition ride to hell just off of that. I just want to. Yep. Yep. All expenses paid. They were like, you know what? If I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go for it. Let's go.
Whoever made that.
Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Just go.
Just
Whoever made that should have paid more attention to the billboard that says "Go to church or the devil will get you."
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Probably the same people.
Probably.
That's just funny.
All right.
That's so classic.
So we talked about this being a quiz show and having questions.
Yes, sir.
And then that means we have prizes also.
Yep.
So what say we bring Tots on and take a look at what our surprises are this week?
Exactly.
Let's do it. We'll see if my computer will actually do it.
Ooh. That is the Marvel Multiverse role playing game. It's looks really really nice. You got the Scarlet Witch doing her thing.
I'm trying to put him up in the solo view, but it's just not working. There it is.
Okay. We got a bunch of stuff.
I think you can
Some
narrate this, Wyatt, because I can't.
Some feely balls.
It's too slow.
We got Jeremy's $25 certificate to Haven Comics. A sticker pack, with all the great stickers and wonderful things from there. And we also have CPCP, an actual gift certificate from him. He's a great sponsor here with us, as well as the Great Gatsby. It's done by, I think it's Jeremy. Is that Jeremy? There we go.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know my man's artwork. And then Stephen King, The Stand. That looks scary. It'll haunt some children's nightmares. But it's still great. This is all could be yours if you answer every question right, except for the gift certificate. That's for the what is it? Canadian prize of the.
That's right. That's the Canadian question.
Yes.
Chris Jeremy Blah.
We missed the big guy. So yeah. So there we go. Those are our prizes.
Let's see. Yeah, I still can't bring up questions.
Oh, you can't bring up
that's
questions?
That's awesome.
Okay.
Here they finally came up. We'll see if this works.
All right.
All right. Yes, I finally got. I finally got the questions, but you are up to question number 1, which is for our sticker prize pack.
Yes. So, hey you guys. Yes. So, for that wonderful sticker pack, you just have to answer this first question. You ready?
I think so.
All right. So, question number 1. What was the first MCU film not to have a Stanley cameo?
Oh, I remember seeing this and being sad. But I've slept since then.
Oh.
I am going to very not confidently say, oh wait, it was after. I guess it would be probably, was it Eternals?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's going to be my final answer.
Okay. All right, so
it was in Endgame. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Eternals came out next, I think. So that's what I'm going to go with.
All right. So, unfortunately, you don't get the sticker pack for this one. But before I give the answer, I'm going to see if, Josh, you see anybody in the comments that have the correct answer.
I do. Scroll up and see who the first person was with the answer, and it was Filmmade Studios with Far Home.
Yep, Far From Home.
Spider-Man.
That's
because
right.
Stanley had passed away the year before. So they get the sticker pack.
A little bit off.
Just a little bit, but it's all right. You can fire back. There's still 8 other prizes you can win, so you can do it.
You can do it. Love it. All right, let's see what is our prize for question number 2.
Ooh, the feely balls.
These are gelatinous feely balls, also known as erasers shaped like those guys.
Yes.
Smash that like. Make like the Hulk and hit the like button, even though we're having technical difficulties. And at least I'm having technical difficulties. Everybody else seems to be okay. Anyway, so that's your prize for question number 2. Let's see what you can do with that. All right, question 2. Here we go. What key or game mechanic did the first 9 cards to ban from Magic the Gathering common?
Can you say that again? You totally broke up.
The first 9 cards that got banned from Magic the Gathering, what keyword or game mechanic did they have in common?
I want to say that they were possibly all, well, I'm going to make a total guess and say that they were all cheap mana.
That's a fair guess. I'm going to guess that nobody in the chat has got the right answer to this.
You got me.
Yeah, secondary guess, but it's also probably wrong.
What's your secondary guess?
Secondary guess would be possibly the stuff that's like, go grab a card that's not in this game.
That's closer. Yeah, we still don't have anybody for this one. It's a tough question. We've got mana, we've got gem, we have fire. There's a question about lands. What do you think, Wyatt? Think we should call it?
Give it maybe another minute, maybe. See if somebody can do it. You can do it.
Now I'm curious.
Somebody gonna hit the Google?
The Google machine.
Let's see. We have artifact. We have add a card. No. All right. The thing y'all had in common was the word ante. A-N-T-E. They were banned from the game within the first year of the game's release because it was essentially gambling. The cards required players to add a card at random from their deck to the ante pile, and the winner kept all the cards.
Huh.
I forgot about those.
Contract from Below is one of the most broken cards ever printed. You draw 7 cards for 1 mana. For comparison, similar effects in today's game allow you to draw 3 cards for 4 or 5 mana. So there you go.
It went all over my head, man. I didn't. But if you like it, I love it.
That is definitely broken.
It sounds like it.
Well.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Owen was is set on making these tough this week. All right, let's check out prize number 3, shall we? What have we got from the Blurred Syndicate? First of all, I want to try and get my computer to play the video because that's my favorite video that we have. Yes. You guys did a killer job with this, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Check this out.
Well, thank you. We try to, do a little razzle dazzle every once in a while. Yeah, we have that. Do we have the prize cam available? Good, Josh, sir.
We do. Let's pull this bad boy up.
So, we got the Lion King poster.
Nice.
That's nice.
Figured, hey, let's everybody enjoy it. Nobody dislikes the Lion King. So, yeah, no chocolate, but that's no BS though. So the third question, after the Cell Saga in Dragon Ball Z, how many timelines are shown to exist?
Well, that's roughly where I stopped watching DBZ.
I think that's where everybody did, you know.
So I'm gonna guess. I can think of maybe 2, so I'm gonna say 3.
All right, there we go. You got a poster. You're on the board. Let's go. So
3.
there was
That's
there was
correct.
essentially the one where you know, everybody dies in the first one, and then the one where they fix everything, and then the other one where Cell comes back and kills everybody else again. So there's the androids, then they safely make it, and then the one where Cell comes from the future to, you know, wreak havoc. And that's how you got the Cell saga.
Those neurons have not been connected in my brain for a long time.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just DBZ. I mean, it's not the best anime, but you know, that's a totally different show.
It's not the best, but everybody watched it at some point.
Exactly.
Well, what's your favorite anime, James?
Oh, favorite? I'll give a common favorite and an uncommon favorite.
Okay.
Common favorite, classic Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Can't not say that. Less common favorite, Wolf Strain.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet.
I want to just go be sad. Oh. It's great. It's really sad. You'll love it.
Okay. Well, I will have to find a day where I'm really, really happy and be like, hey, I'm too happy. Let me go ahead and throw this one on. So, all right. I can. Cowboy Bebop is really good, man. Josh, eventually we're just gonna get you. I'm just gonna take all the remotes out of the comic store on a Saturday, and I'm gonna just play anime. That way, you have nothing else but to look at anime.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
I thought so too. I've been planning it out. Either that or take all the batteries out of the remotes.
That's not cool.
Then you'll be like, oh. You'll be like, hey, this is not too bad.
Saturday would actually be the perfect time to put anime up because I don't have time to sit down and watch anything. I got halfway through the second episode of Obi-Wan, and I started it an hour before the shop opened, and I got halfway through that episode that day.
All right. I'm going to find one. Well, I'm going to come to your house then, and then I'm going to steal all your remotes and then just put anime all throughout the house.
I don't know.
That plan. It's a great plan.
Wyatt keeps telling me that there's anime out there that I'm going to like. And he's probably right. I just don't know what it is, haven't found it, and honestly haven't been that interested in looking.
It's so much, man, because you got to find the right art style for yourself first, and then after that you have to find the genre. So it's like it's a lot, but you know, once you find your niche, you'll be like, you'll have something for you that you'll just be like, oh, okay, this is great, and then you'll have a whole new community that'll be like, isn't this the best thing ever? Yes, it is.
Plus, you're dying to relive high school with all of the high school anime, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Anime wasn't a thing when I was in high school, dude.
No, but they have so many like animes that are based upon high school.
Yeah,
that you get to vicariously live through it.
Any particular anime is going to take place in or involve a high school.
That's a good point. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's all right. You'll be cool. I'm just gonna steal the remotes, man.
How is Obi-Wan so far? I have not started it yet.
Yeah, without spoilers, because I haven't even started either.
Surprisingly good.
Okay.
Thank you, Spider Girl. Way to pile on.
There you go.
All right. Now, I know you're not a comic book guy, so this next prize might not appeal to you so much. However, it is from our very cool sponsor, CBCP Comics. That's Comic Book Clean Pressing. So if you got comic books you want to get graded, You want to have them cleaned and pressed first so that they get the best possible chance to come back with the highest grade. And so the prize we have is a gift certificate from CBCP to get a comic book cleaned and pressed, which is pretty darn awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, smashing!
Collect any of those types of comics.
That's all right. You could trade them off to people who do. Exactly. There goes the Zamboni. He ran right over that and pressed it flat as it could be. Smashing.
That I follow, I just read as opposed to collecting.
There's nothing wrong with that either. As a matter of fact, that's a great way to go about things. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see what our question is for that CBCP. In the film Willow, which has got a new series coming out on Disney Plus, by the way, for anybody who didn't see that, and it actually looks good. So anyway, in the film Willow, who steals the baby from Mad Mardigan while he's taking a leak?
Well, I'm just going to hide. Because I've not ever seen Willow. So just pretend you don't see me, and I will hide my embarrassment. So I have no idea.
Never seen Willow. That's interesting. It's a George Lucas movie, which does not necessarily mean it's good. I get that. But if you were a young kid or that 10, 11, 12, 13 at the time period when that came out, that was one of the coolest things in the world. Absolutely awesome. Oh, God, when did the original Willow come out? Mid-'80s?
I was not.
Mid-'80s, I think?
In mid-'80s.
Yeah, I know, but I was. So I'm just telling you. Anyway, somebody stole a baby from Val Kilmer's character, Mad Mardigan, who was awesome. As a D&D guy, I think you should watch Willow just because you would like it from that perspective. It's very D&D. But anyway, somebody stole the baby that he was trying to protect, and so far, we do not have a correct answer at all. And I am shocked and amazed.
I'm going to go with Tom Cruise playing Tom Cruise. That's my final answer.
Okay, fair enough. It is not Tom Cruise. Kevin Pollak. It's two characters. Kevin Pollak plays one of them. Kevin Pollak's one of my favorite character actors. The dude is awesome. Come on, people. Somebody give me a right answer here. I saw Jason Edmonds was on earlier. I know you know this. Mike Wesolowski, I know you know this. Y'all are old enough to have seen this. Come on. This never happens. I don't think we've ever had a show where we had two questions go unanswered.
Not since there's always been maybe one, but not two.
No crash. That one person or thing is not correct. It was two people. And we're specifically looking for their race.
I wouldn't like them. That's a hint.
That's true. You wouldn't like them. I haven't seen it in over 30 years. I get that. I
think we got to call it, man.
Well, actually, we actually have a correct answer, but it's so correct that it was more correct than we were asking for. Film Age Studios, who is reckoned up tonight, has the right answer. It's rule infringing. Who are brownies? They are lesser fairy. They're scamps. They're little scamps is what they are. They're radicals. Yep, little fey, crazy people, irritating, but well done, Chris Pia from Film Age Studios. Rock on.
Yes.
The chocolate twins. You're so close. They were brownies.
They were brownies. Didn't like them. I don't even like their names.
They are super irritating, and as it's apparently their race, the brownies are super irritating to regular mortal folk. It's they are super irritating in the movie for sure. So funny. All right, so it means we're going to jolt into question number 5, which let me see if I can pull it up. Is our Canadian question.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. James, you cannot answer this question. This is the only question that you cannot answer. So if you know the answer, which of course you will, because it is what it is, you can't give it. So this is the opportunity for the fans to win $25 to Haven Comics. So
is it because I'm not Canadian?
Well, no.
I should be so cool. Alas, I'm not.
Yeah, you know what? That'd be
Our regular prize cam is Canadian, and she would agree with what you just said. Yes, alas that you are not Canadian.
So therefore, you cannot. So what we're gonna go ahead and do for the fans, we're gonna give you guys this opportunity. What flavor of Lay's potato chips has wildly been popular in Canada since the 1970s, but is rarely sold in the U.S.?
Oh, I think I know. I think I agree with it.
I do know that one, and I won't say it.
I do know that.
Because when we went to Newfoundland, one of my coworkers that grew up in Canada was like, please bring me a bag of this kind of potato chips.
Well, dang.
Well, we got to correct the answer really quick here. And yes, and they are delicious.
They are?
They're pretty decent.
Okay. Well, I will have to stop by next time and get some ketchup Lays.
Indeed. Well done, Zach Bringman.
It's the kind of potato chip
I think maple syrup flavor should be a thing for sure.
I'd try it.
Nick is in the house as always, giving Canada grief for some reason. I don't know. What have you got against Canada? Canada's pretty great. They actually have all 4 seasons up there in most places.
I mean, that's anywhere where you're not in the South. You know what I mean? But I love you guys down here. If it snows down here, everything gets shut down. I love it.
We get very excited. We get very excited for snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, look at this. Now I can just work from home.
Now everybody does already. You know what really stinks now? I just thought about it. Like, snow days are a thing of the past now. Like, kids will never have snow days like that because then they'll be like, oh, you just have to remote in. You know what I mean? So they don't have that extra amount of joy to see snow because they know that they're not going to school.
Yeah, I will say when I got a job that went from, sorry, can't get there today. The roads are all shut down. I'm going to have to stay home, to a job that was like, I guess I'll go upstairs and get on the laptop. Mm-hmm. That was a sad realization. And it didn't really hit me until that first big snow day when I was like, oh, man. Mm-hmm. Leslie's outside making snowmen and having a great time, and I'm in here watching out the window like, I wish I could have fun.
Exactly. It's all bad now.
Oh, Nick.
Out though for the days where you're like, yeah, but I don't want to put on pants.
Nick, you finally. Nick has been reading all the Spider-Man issues from number 1 through the whole thing, right? So he's in the 600s now, which means that he is in the Brand New Day era.
I remember that.
Dude, I'm sorry, because that storyline is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Ugh, so sorry, brother. It's not good.
It's like you can't be happy. Let's start him over again.
Right? Because then you could be happy again until you see what people do with it and just.
There you go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, question number 6. What is our prize for question number 6? Let us hie to the prize cam and find out. It is something made by Christine from the look of it. What is that fabric? I can't tell from here. Oh, he disappeared. Don't go anywhere.
Looks like a snack bag that she makes. Those are awesome, by the way.
Are those Pokemon characters?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I didn't recognize them.
Oh, Josh, we did something really awesome. So we did like a week or two ago, we did a name that Pokemon. So we tried to name all the first generation Pokemon. We didn't do too bad, as a BS. So it was nice and fun, but we definitely needed help from the crowd. So it was a good little time.
I think I could do most of the original 151. Once you get beyond that, I'm a little sketchy.
Yeah, once they do the Gen 2s, I was like, all right, well, that's where I get off the bus.
That's hardcore, man. I think I could name most of the original 151. Like, wow. And the thing is, he's not wrong. He could say hello to my little friend. Yeah, I see that.
A lot of time with my Game Boy when I was a kid.
I'm telling you, the Game Boys and then the cartoon. I mean, like everything was so immersive in that, like you got to see all the different Pokemon because every episode they would feature a different type of Pokemon. So, and that's been going around for since the early 2000s, like 2001, and they're still making Pokemon cartoons.
I believe it.
I only know because my 10-year-old.
I was obsessed in the late 90s for that brief couple years.
All right. So for those awesome snack bags that Christine makes, which are cool. It's food grade material, and the inside it's all washable and stuff. It's super cool. They are really cool. Just throw something in, hit the road, and go. All you got to do is answer this Brandonson question. You ready for this one?
Yep.
Okay. In the Cosmere, what was the first shard that Odium set out to destroy?
Oh, that was tricky. The first one.
Which one did he set out to destroy? That's an important question.
Yeah, set out to. Ooh. See, now I'm really thinking about this one because I feel like I should know the answer, but it's very tricksy.
Very, very tricky. It's tricky. Tricky.
There's my first instinct.
There was a snowboarding game on the Nintendo Cube, the SS Tricky or something, that was really cool. And it played that song a lot.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
All right, we have an answer from the audience. It's not correct, but it's a good guess. He says honor.
That was my first instinct, and I was pretty sure it was not correct. So I'm going to go with, although I'm pretty sure that is wrong, I'm going to say my best guess is devotion. But I'm pretty sure.
You're very close. And again, we have no winner on this one. That's okay, because this is a tough question. The first one he sets out to destroy is ambition. However, he encounters devotion and dominion first and destroys them before he can encounter ambition. However, since he actually destroyed ambition first, I say we give that one to him. What do you say, Wyatt?
I'm down for
That was a
man.
tough question. I mean, that was hard.
That was tough. I was like, I know I've read this sentence like once somewhere in the Brandon Sanderson and Cosmere Obscura.
Yeah, I say we give it to him.
Let's go. I'm all about it. I'm like Oprah.
All right, Todd, make it so, sir.
You get a shot.
Owen's typing in going, I don't know how hard this was or not, but that was hard.
It's all right,
Owen writes the questions.
We appreciate you,
yeah.
Owen.
Yeah, Owen does a phenomenal job, and we really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I think you're suffering because our last two guests were kind of ringers, man. They were like, oh, I'm no good at trivia, and then they were just, they blew it up.
They killed it.
I think Owen's coming down harder on you because of them.
So
hey, Blue Hellion, all the way from Nebraska. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? So, what part of Nebraska is he from? Because I used to live in Omaha.
I believe he's from Omaha.
Hey, there we go.
Are there other parts of Nebraska?
I mean, I don't know. I was only there for a little bit. My dad used to work at Mutual of Omaha, so he had to move there for a second. It was pretty cool, minus the Klansmen, but yeah.
The KKK is big in Omaha?
Well, they were where we were.
Wow.
Not the best place, but hey, it was always fun, you know.
For a weird technicality, in a way, I actually went to high school in Nebraska. That I actually did an independent study program from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
There you go.
See, what was your topic area?
High school. In general.
But you did an independent study, so clearly it was on a class.
No, it was an independent study program.
So they made you just do all the stuff by yourself.
Mm-hmm. It was eventually good, but I spent a whole lot of time playing Zelda instead of actually doing schoolwork.
I mean,
it took a while, but I finished eventually.
Sounds like a win-win to me.
No wonder that was such a hard question.
Yeah, Owen had to pull that one. But Blue Hellion is in Lincoln.
There we go. All right, so I'm ready for number 7. Question 7. You ready?
Number 7. We are contractually obligated to play this video. Number 7.
And that is our buddy Jeremy. He is sponsoring this question, among others. Very awesome man, and also he's an awesome realtor. So if you're looking for a house, if you're looking for a home, Jeremy's the guy that you want to talk to. I thought that was really good there. If that wasn't a promo, I don't know what else was.
Just had Jeremy's our normal co-host here on the show, but Jeremy is out on paternity leave for a few weeks before we slam him and make him come back and get back to the grindstone, buddy.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good reason.
Yeah, so
it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, looking forward to meeting the new Sprout.
Absolutely. So, for question number 7, it's a real estate question, so it's going to always based on location. So, in Spirited Away, where does Zeniba live?
Where does who?
Zeniba? That's maybe Zeniba.
Oh, Zeniba.
Zeniba.
Oh, yeah. She lives in, I forget the exact name of it, but essentially the swamp that you have to take a train to.
I'm gonna give it
Swamp
to
would
him.
be the right first word. What would be the right second word?
It's the.
Just think about it. You'll get to the bottom of it.
Oh wait, is it?
Come.
It's something bottom. I want to say Foggy Bottom, and that's wrong. That's a real place.
You already know what the right first word is.
I know. See, this
You
is
already said it.
my brain does not work.
Come on.
You already said the right first word, so put it with the second word, and you got it.
Swamp Bottom? No, that's not right.
Yes, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it before you second guess yourself. All right, there it is. Swamp Bottom. We're good. You got it. $25 to Haven Comics. We got you.
I'm sorry to do that to you, Kim, because you were on top of that one with the right answer really fast. But yeah, Spider Girl's getting on to me for my not so subtle hint dropping.
Mm-hmm. James, you look confused.
You got the hint, right, James?
That can't be what it is.
Huh?
I have to ask Google now. I have to see this with my eyes.
But you got the hint, right, James?
Yes. Oh yeah, you're right. It is Swamp Bottom.
Swamp Bottom.
I've been called that more than once.
Oh God, that is horrible. In more ways than one, because to have it and then I'm sorry, this is a PG show, but
we've all been there.
Oh God,
in Alabama in the summer.
You step outside and it's like, oh crap.
That's something that you guys didn't put in the brochure when I came down here. I was just whoa, so hot for no reason.
So hot.
So
hot.
That's the problem.
Yes.
It's the humidity. It does suck.
That's why I'm Big Wool, because I'm a heavy sweater now.
It's true. It's true. All right. So prize for question number 8. Let's go to our prize, Kim, and see what we got. It is a mystery, apparently. It is in the bag. It's a blind bag. It is a mystery. It's comics. Beyond that, we don't know. It's a blind mystery bag of comics. That's your prize.
We definitely miss you, Jeremy. And look, he's still.
We do.
Is the table for sale? Is that what's happening? Because it's another song for the right price. Prize Kim said for the right price.
There you go. All right. So for a mystery bag of comics, let's see. If you can name the cat, the evil cat in Disney's Cinderella movie.
Lucifer.
Correct. He is he lives up to his name. He is not a nice cat.
Nope. He's not in Kingdom Hearts either.
No.
True.
Indeed.
Well, I never really liked cats anyway. Is anybody a cat person? No.
I'm more a dog person than cats.
I've got 2 dogs, a cat, and a horse. And
whoa, bro, you never told me you had a horse. Wait.
Well, technically, my wife has a horse.
Okay. I mean, you still got a horse, and you never mentioned it. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't change the fact. You change who possesses it.
Well, it's like this, right? Like she has. Let's see. I have a horse, the same way that she has a comic book store. Like I have purposefully learned nothing about how to take care of a horse, the exact same way she has learned nothing about how to run the cash register or anything like that at the store. If we don't know how to do it, then we can't be held responsible for doing it.
Okay. But there's a horse on your premises, right?
What if you put the horse in the car?
No, it's not our house. It's a stable like 30 minutes away.
I feel like you know what I'm trying to say here, man. You got a horse, and that's awesome. And you never, well, even though you don't do anything with the horse, I mean, it's in
I
your
give him
possession.
treats every now and again. His name is Spock because he's got pointy ears.
Did you name the horse?
We did not. That was his name when she got him.
Well, that's even better.
Yep. He is 26 years old now, I think.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll ask.
Again, I do apologize, Kim. I couldn't help it. Travis Goodwin is in the house. Good to see you, Travis. Are you back from all your jaunting to plays on Broadway and such? Hope you're doing well. Jared Sapp in the house. Look at all these good people.
Yeah.
Nick. I'm just going to tell you, that would have to be one big horse. I mean, they do make horses that are big enough. This one is not one of them. My wife is tiny, and this horse, it looks if that horse is standing next to me, he looks like a really big dog. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Riding a horse, that would be entertaining.
You got it. That's why you need a Triceratops. That's why you need a Triceratops.
That's right. That's why I need a Triceratops. I could ride a Triceratops. They're plenty big.
And you look pretty. You'd look pretty awesome.
I'd look pretty VA up there, right?
That's what I was gonna say. You know what I mean? You got me.
Yes, here I am on my Triceratops.
Mm-hmm.
We have come to do battle.
Try me if you want to. Aha! See what I did there?
There you go.
All right, so it's my.
Oh
question.
no! Don't give him ideas. No. No.
Great prize for some week.
We'll talk to him.
Josh and a horse.
Some poor little horse, like, oh my God!
Hopefully, Jeremy sees this and decides to start working on you on a horse or on a Triceratops. I don't know.
Now, did you guys see? You know the picture he did where he venomized a while back?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I love that one.
I think we still have it on here. Let me see if we do. Jeremy just started offering this as a service. He will take a picture of you and venomize you.
How sweet
God,
is that?
this is so slow today. Yeah, here we go. Here is a picture of me being overtaken by the Venom symbiote.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
I'd want to be venomized.
Well, he's doing this. He put it out on Facebook the other day. He's doing this as a service. Like, you want to have yourself venomized, look Jeremy up and get him to venomize you for however many dollars.
I think it's well worth it.
It sounds like pretty fun, right?
Yep.
Bonus, it's the closest I'm ever going to get to looking like Tom Hardy.
True. But you can still look. I don't know if. Yeah, true. So.
All right. Let's go to see what our prize is for question number 9, shall we?
Question number 9.
Oh, question number 9.
That is awesome.
It's our Great Gatsby comic book with art by Jeremy Brunot gracing that blank cover. That's pretty darn cool.
It is. And he did put in maximum effort.
Clearly. That's pretty stinking awesome. So there you go. You can get your very own Great Gatsby custom cover, one of a kind.
Exactly. Make
by
it PG.
Jeremy Brunot.
Make it PG. There you go. Prize Cam.
Thank you. That's important.
It looks worse when you cover it.
It
True.
kind of does.
You just got to cover
Kind of
everything.
does.
Yeah.
All right. So what's question number 9, Wyatt?
All right. So what's the name of this pass here, Josh?
Let's see, that is the Carhadras.
Carhadras. Okay. So in Lord of the Rings, when the pass of Carhadras,
Carhadras.
I'm tongue tied here, is blocked, where does Frodo suggest they go? I'm just going to point. I'm going to say
I
the
know you
pass
know this
of,
one, James.
and then Josh is going to say it.
It's one of those tricky wording things again. Where do they suggest that they go? I'm pretty sure that.
Don't try to get too cute.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too hard, but I'm just gonna go with the Mines of Moria.
There we go.
They call it a mine. Correct. Although I totally dig this answer, and let's be honest, if they had this, he would have said they should go there.
Listen,
Oh, yeah, totally.
especially with the soft waffles. I love a soft waffle. There we go.
I know I had to think about it. I was trying to remember who suggested that they go south to the Gap of Rohan, and that was Boromir.
Correct.
No, but it was the one that was like, no, we just need to go through the mines. And then bad things happened.
Yeah. Owen's answer here says Moria rip dwarves. Rest in peace, dwarves.
Yes. Pour a little something out for the dwarves.
They're coming. We cannot get out. Drums in the deep.
They delved too deeply.
And they awoke.
Fool of a took! So great.
Oh, Pippin, bless your heart.
Bless his heart. That's exactly right. Pippin is lucky that Merry was around to keep an eye on him, because he would have just been in all kinds of trouble.
Yep.
That's why you got to have those kind of people around you. You know what I mean? That's the ones that kind of pull you back when you need to.
Yeah, Pippin definitely needed that. He was like, I'm going to wander off over here. And he's like, nope.
Come on.
And come to think of it, in the book, Merry was even more of the mom friend, because at one point Frodo was just like, hey, Merry, go buy a house for me.
Yes. Like you do. I mean, that's just how that works. All right. We have...
I gotta
ahead.
say, the video that you play for question 10 probably is my favorite video.
It's my second favorite after the Blurred Syndicate video.
Because
the Blurred Syndicate video is awesome. But yeah,
I feel
having
like
come now to the end.
Every time I do this, when the video comes on, in my mind.
Heck yeah, because it's awesome. Here we go. Check this awesomeness out, James.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Josh, you're muted. What'd you say?
That's my computer being on a delay from everybody else.
Oh man.
But yeah, so 1980s. It's beautiful. But all right, let's see what our prize is for question number 10. Number 10. I give it a 10.
Stephen King.
It is
The
Stand. Particularly, I believe that's Captain Trips, right? If you scroll down. Yeah, Captain Trips.
By the power of Grayskull.
Deadpool. Yeah, that has Mike Perkins' art, which is beautiful. That's a great book. Are you a Stephen King fan, James?
I don't think I've ever actually read any Stephen King.
Captain Trips.
you should read some Stephen King. There's some Stephen King not so great. There's some Stephen King I think you would really like.
Yeah, I've heard good things about roughly about half of the stuff.
That would be correct. While he was doing cocaine,
Yes.
for a while after he stopped doing cocaine, and then he figured out how to write again, and it
Without
went
the
back.
cocaine?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
He essentially had to relearn how to write after he got straight.
And apparently he would write books and then not remember them at all. Be like, "Ooh, what a great ending."
Yeah, he was like, I don't know what I wrote. I hope it was good. They published it. I made a bunch of money.
You'd be like, thanks, bro. Like, I don't remember this one. What do you think about that, John?
Short stories are better than his novels generally, I will say. Shawshank Redemption being one of them. Really, really good. All right, so for the Captain Trip hardcover, question number 10. If I can scroll to it, come on, you can do this. My question number 10 is blank. Is it blank for you too, Wyatt?
No. I got you if you want.
That question.
In Game of Thrones, what are the words or the motto of House Lannister?
Money, money, money.
I mean, basically, I want to say it's "Hear Me Roar."
There we go.
I believe that is correct.
There we go. We got it right.
You ended up doing great.
Yeah, you go.
That's wrong. That is so wrong.
Not incorrect.
Alan Breedlove. No.
I mean, that's how they did it in the.
I mean, I think if you're going to give one house the All in the Family moniker, it's really going to be the Targaryens.
For sure.
They really are all in the family.
True.
Yeah, that's true. That's
me as someone who does genetics. It is not good when your family tree looks like this. That's bad.
Now, you talk about what you do with genetics for a second, because we have some real life scientists and such in our audience, including like a really cool NASA chemist and all kind of stuff. So these are folks who'd be interested in what you do.
Sure. So I am a computational biologist with Greg Cooper's lab at Hudson Alpha, which for those folks who aren't in Huntsville is a genomics research institute here in Huntsville. And I do essentially like programming and data management for our whole genome sequencing data. Our lab focuses on using genome sequencing to diagnose pediatric rare disease. So things like epilepsy, developmental delay, cardiac problems, things like that. So I get to manage all of the big, enormous data files of you've sequenced someone's genome and now you have, 150 gigabytes of data.
Oh.
And do
That's
that
it?
a couple thousand people. Yeah, that's it. No, I cannot make your hair grow back. I'm sorry.
That's awesome. Spider Girl 42 says that's intense. She digs it. Yeah, so do you use any kind of algorithms to help with the sequencing or any of that kind of stuff, or is it just more like scanning?
There's a whole bunch of algorithms involved. So there are lots of like algorithmic steps that it has to go through. Because what you get when you start is a bunch of, short-ish sequences of A's, T's, G's, and C's. Then you have to align all that up with the reference genome and then actually figure out how to compare people with that. And there are a whole bunch of algorithms involved in figuring out what kinds of genetic differences that people have, especially when you get into looking for like big structural things like chromosomes that get rearranged and stuck back together in the wrong way.
All right, James. So serious question.
Algorithms.
Serious question. How far are we away from Jurassic Park?
Pretty far, I think. Although there is a researcher out there that was one of the Human Genome Project pioneers that one of his projects now is attempting to resurrect the woolly mammoth. But apparently
that's legit. I mean, that actually has a somewhat close relative anyway, right?
Yeah. But apparently before you do that, you have to learn how to go engineer artificial elephant wombs. So, that's not the kind of stuff that I do.
You wouldn't just inseminate an elephant? Or implant in an elephant?
I guess that doesn't work. I'm sure they would have tried that already. But I don't, inseminating elephants is not part of my day job or my hobbies.
I was going to say, man, you said it's not a part of your day job.
If it is, no judgment.
Make some stuff shake.
That brings a whole new meaning to Shake That Moneymaker.
Yeah, listen. So, all right, that is wonderful and horrible at the same time.
Thanks, Josh. That's a mental image I will never get rid of.
You're welcome. That's hilarious. People are wrong. I'm wrong.
Why do we get along?
This is a good point. Is this scientifically accurate, James?
It's not hard to be stronger and faster than me, so I believe it.
The thing is, they don't have your years of experience.
That's true.
Unless they trained it.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you could still trick them.
That was a fun show.
Whatever happened to what?
Orphan Black.
That was a good show, except now she's going to be playing She-Hulk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's a really fantastic actress.
Orphan Black had to be a phenomenal show to be in because she got to play so many different characters, right?
Mm-hmm. And especially when you're acting against yourself half the time.
Yeah.
Spoilers. It's about clones.
Speaking of good shows, it dropped, yesterday. I did actually have the opportunity to see it. Have you guys seen Miss Marvel yet?
I have not.
I have not seen it, but I heard someone talking about how awesome it was.
I cannot stress enough how great that first episode was. Strongly, strongly, strongly recommend.
Now,
okay. I watched The Boys
before, but
how horrific is season 3?
It takes a step up.
So it can get worse. Got it.
Yep. Yes, it can.
It can, and it did.
I'm not going to give anything away, but there's a superhero called the Termite, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Someone told me about that scene.
If you know, you know.
I don't know, and I feel like I'm probably better off that way.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, give anything away because there's people that haven't seen it, and I want to make sure that they can be shocked like I was when.
You can have that authentic experience.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that. So yeah, like
That
oh my god,
experience right there.
oh my god, what was that? They yeah, I just got to say they have a a very they're very imaginative, to say the least. There's yes, that's it. So, Josh,
Good
anything
to know.
happening at the comic shop? Anything that you want to let these wonderful people know?
Yes, June 25th,
Okay.
free RPG day. Just like free comic book day, except it's RPGs. And we've got a box of RPG starter sets, dice, all kind of stuff that will be free. And we will also be running some RPGs up at the shop that day. So, yes. Come out, play some games. James, you going to come out and play some games?
I think I can do that.
You
The
should
free
do that.
RPG day is not free rocket propelled grenades.
It used to be, but it caused more trouble than it was worth, so they switched to role-playing games.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I mean, we're right by a road, so just think of the hassle.
Yeah, but you're also right by an arsenal.
Sadly, not quite close enough.
So, do you have the prize rundown, Josh?
Tots does. Let's bring Tots out. He can tell folks what they've won.
Tots, we can't hear you.
Why can't you hear you, Tots?
Because I pulled a Josh.
Oh,
That you did.
So yeah, 6 out of 9, James, not bad. So Film Age, you got the stickers and the Lion King blurred poster. I'm sorry.
It's a good thing I haven't
and
sent out his prizes from last week yet.
you got the comic book thing. Sorry, not the poster. Zach Bringman, you got the $25 gift card because I guess nobody else that knows Canada was on tonight. And James, you got the blurred poster. You got the bags from Christine. You got the multiverse RPG book that's going to sit on your shelf and never get played. You got the blind bag. You got the pretty awesome Jeremy Bernal Great Gatsby #1 cover.
mm-hmm.
And you got the comic version of The Stand. So not bad. Yeah.
Sweet.
So you kept up the stack of people getting 5+ questions right on the guest show here.
There we go.
I do feel a little bit bad about taking a prize away from Kim Middleton. Kim Middleton, come in on Saturday, and I'll hook you up with something else because I do feel bad for taking that away from you.
Josh and his clues.
I couldn't help it. It was right there.
Hints. His hints.
Exactly.
Sometimes people don't get them.
Nah, not the way you kind of laid it on thick. You know what I mean?
I did today. I fully admit, but sometimes I lay it on equally thick, and people don't get it, and the people in the audience are going like, "Oh my god,
what? It's a swamp? Don't worry, you'll get to the bottom of it." That was almost as bad as your Pathfinder clue.
Wait, what was your Pathfinder clue?
He said, what was it? It'll help you find a path.
Yeah. I bet you'll find a path. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a game.
Yeah.
it still didn't work."
Wasn't for lack of trying, I guess.
It wasn't for lack of trying.
Oh, well.
Yep. So you got anything? What's coming up on the Nerd Syndicate, Wyatt?
We just had an episode just talking about our favorite dinosaurs. We're going to actually have a blurred Jeopardy where we're actually going to have 3 members of the Blurred Syndicate try to answer questions, but they're going to try to tell each other which answer or which questions to answer. And if they get it wrong, they have to eat the nasty jelly beans. So that's the fun part. Then we're also going to have coming up another round of Would You Rather, where we had like something like one of those questions like the Legos versus a brain freeze. There's a bunch of questions like that. So like another one that's a good one is, would you rather be in Jurassic Park or would you rather be in Raccoon City?
Can you pick which area of Jurassic Park?
Nope, you just get dropped off randomly. Just
Jurassic Park.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
If I'm gonna die, it might as well be dinosaurs.
Yeah. I mean, they would be like, "Hey, you remember that Tots guy? I heard he got taken out by a dinosaur."
He was delicious.
versus the zombies, where you're going to end up getting somebody else back. One other one that I think is funny. Would you rather have beast feet or T-Rex hands?
Beast feet.
Beast feet, as in the character Beast from the X-Men?
Yes.
Yeah.
I practically have those already anyway. Yeah, I'd keep those.
Yeah.
I would take the beast feet.
You know how hard it would grill with those little bitty T-Rex hands? You'd burn your eyebrows. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I thought you said bees and not beast, and I was very confused. But
Man, that would be even worse. Like, what would you do? Like, you would float? I guess.
have the
All right.
feet?
Somebody is walking past my house doing their very own lightsaber duel.
Hold on, by themselves?
Yes.
So they've got
They
to
have a
win.
red lightsaber, so they're clearly Sith.
And why are we still watching you? Pick your computer up and turn it around, man.
I don't think it's going to do too good out the window, and they just went past out of view anyway. It's
Well,
really
they know he
unfortunate,
won.
but it was all I could really see was the lightsaber doing some crazy spinning and twisting, and I think there might have been a flip in there somewhere.
Come on, Josh. We're trying to get these numbers up, man. You got to.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of picturing me riding a horse, picture me doing a lightsaber duel in the dark by myself
On a horse.
on a horse.
I just still want to see the Triceratops, and then just have you with like, just be like, let's go.
That would be a Deuceratops. There is no try.
That's terrible.
See, now it's just making me think of that one meme that is like an illustration of Jesus riding a T-Rex, but what if it were Josh instead?
With the Raptor Jesus.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Raptor, that's what it is. Close enough.
That's what it is. It's the Inquisitors. That's crazy stuff. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us despite my weird technical issues. Apologize for those. James, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Tots, as always, thank you for being the second best prize camp ever.
At least top 5.
Oh, absolutely. The best non-Canadian prize camp.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hang on. Wait. What do we need to do? Do I need to just start spouting off some stuff that I'm feeling real negative about? Is that it?
Good old.
That doesn't seem right. But anyway, Wyatt, as always, you're the man. Thank you for filling in. Thanks for being there. You're one of my favorite people. You rule. Folks who joined us tonight in the chat, thank you. Y'all are always cool. For anybody who watches this afterwards, feel free to join us live while we're doing this. It's way more fun when you can participate in the chat. That said, everybody, much appreciated. You guys all have a great night, and we will catch y'all next time.
All right.
Thank you.